Welcome to Investors Insights. My name is Adam Van Sant. Today, I want to talk about the 11 sectors that make up the overall markets. So often in our vlogs, you hear us discuss these sectors, and today, hopefully, I can provide a little bit more context to each one. Also, the reason that sectors are important to us when we build our portfolios is it gives us a way to categorize certain industries and positions that we may build inside that portfolio. The first sector I'd like to talk about is energy. So the energy sector covers companies that do business in the oil and natural gas industry. So if you're driving down the road and you see a gas station, more likely this will fall under that category. The second sector I'd like to go over is materials. So this sector includes companies that provide various goods for use in manufacturing and other applications. This can also consist of coal and ethanol. The third sector I'd like to review is industrials. So the industrial sector is typically businesses that generally involve the use of heavy equipment. The fourth sector I like to talk about is utilities. So as you can imagine, if you live in a residential area or work for a commercial building, utilities is essential to that building. This can consist of natural gas and or electricity. The fifth sector I'd like to go over is the healthcare sector. So the healthcare sector includes companies that develop pharmaceuticals and treatments based off of biotechnology. This can also consist of anything during clinical trials and or any other medical devices. The sixth sector I like to talk about is the financial sector. So this includes any businesses that are primarily related to handling money. One great example of this is banks. The seventh I'd like to review is consumer discretionary. So inside the consumer discretionary sector, this is anything with goods and services for the consumer that's based off your financial status. And what I mean by this is anything that's a luxury item, whether it's going to a hotel or restaurant and spending money on something that is more of a want than a need. This leads me into the eighth sector, which is the consumer staple sector. This sector is also based off of goods and services that the consumer uses, but has to do more so with a need. So this can include anything between a supermarket, grocery store, or anything that you might need on a daily basis. The ninth one I'd like to go over is information technology. So this includes companies involved in the different categories of technological innovation. What I mean by that is certain semiconductors and certain components of software that are inside any phone you use or computer or chips or anything like that would fall under this. The 10th I'd like to review over is the communication service sector. This consists of anything with media and entertainment, as well as if you are on a daily basis cruising through social media, this would also fall under that category. The 11th and final one I want to go over is the real estate sector. So this sector is responsible for developing new real estate projects and then managing them by obtaining tenants for various spaces within the project property. REITs are an example of this. This completes the list of the 11 sectors of the markets. Hopefully, this gives you a little bit more context of how we look at portfolios and how we break down items such as positions and industries and link them back to categorize them inside of these 11 sectors. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. Thanks so much for your time.